Alright, I've been getting a lot of like question and answer kind of stuff, and I want to share that with you guys. I got a question today when I woke up this morning. Hey man, I was wondering if you could help me out with something. I'm new to this car audio thing, and I just installed subwoofers in my car. I just bought two JL W1 V2s. I'm running them on an Alpine MRP M500. I'm not sure if I have them wired at 4 ohms or 2 ohms, and I'm worried about giving them too much power and blowing my subs. Here's a picture of how they are wired. So he's got them wired parallel, so they're at 2 ohms. I want to give you guys an idea of what I do when I get these questions. If I don't know the answer, I find the answer. What I did, I went online and I look up some information on the actual type of subwoofer that he's using. 4 ohm impedance, and it shows that he has a power handling of 50 to 150 watts RMS, 100 to 300 watts RMS for both of them at 2 ohms. And then I went online and I looked up his amp, and he's got an MRP M500 Alpine amp. It's a mono black amp, and I just brought it up here again. It's 500 watts at 2 ohms. So I would say yes, you are safe to run that amp because you're good for 300 watts RMS, meaning 600 watts peak, so you'd probably be good at 500 watts. The thing about subwoofers and amplifier powering, your subs like more power than less power. So if you're going to run an amplifier, my preference, I like to run either at or above my RMS, more towards my peak. I'm just easy on my gains, and I don't turn my gains up very much. I'd rather overpower my subs and run my gains down, because then your subs are getting a cleaner signal. And a lot of times what's going to happen is people are going to buy a smaller amp and turn their gains way up, which isn't good, because then you're amplifying a distorted signal. And what's going to blow your subs is a distortion. You can overpower your subs. Just be smart about it. Run your gains down. Don't distort your subs, because that's what's going to kill them. I just want to add another thing about amplifier ratings. Your amplifier ratings are most of the time at 14.4 volts, which your voltage is going to drop. And the ratings on the amp, just because it's rated at that, most likely it's never actually going to reach that, unless you're doing everything right. That's just the peak of what it was tested at. And nowadays, a complete audio system has, your gain knobs, your bass boost knobs, your bass EQs, like your separate bass boost volume knobs. You have volume knobs on your CD player. You have equalizer volume knobs. I mean, there's a lot of stuff you can turn down throughout your system, so you're not going to be pushing all of that power to those subs constantly. As soon as you put it on volume 1, you're not pushing all that power right away. As you slowly turn it up, you're pushing more power, but there's a lot of different stuff you can turn down to compensate for that volume, so you're not overpowering your subs, and you'll still get a good, clean, good sounding signal that you're not going to damage your speakers. Okay, and I just wanted to say also, at the end of this message, it says, sorry for asking. Everywhere else I've been, people had no idea, and I didn't know where else to turn. First of all, I just wanted to say, all of the everyone else who aren't helping, just do your best to help out. Share the knowledge, share what you have with everyone else, so we can build this hobby and we can expand this, and don't ever apologize for asking me a question. If I get your question, I will do my best to answer it for you. So don't ever hesitate to ask, and don't apologize for asking.